It's called a panic room.
What?
A safe room. A castle keep in medieval time.
I was first approached by David Fincher, who wanted me to comment on the accuracy of the technical components of the script, how a safe room door works. Are there such things as entry-resistant doors? How might they be defeated? And I reviewed the script for him, and then we had a few meetings regarding that topic. I think the viewing audience will probably be surprised to learn that safe rooms, panic rooms, and entry-resistant doors are real. Many, many public figures have them, if not most. Public figures have some type of area they can go to in their homes that make the likelihood of encountering an intruder just about zero.
We're general contractors is our main business, and building custom homes. And about 20 years ago, we did a house with Gavin DeBecker, who was the security consultant, and it was his idea to have us build one. I'd say over about the past 3 years, they've really taken off.
Throughout my career, people have told me about, I'll meet somebody at a party and they'll tell me what a great security system they have. And I'll say, well, what do you do when it goes off? And they say, well, only a nut would hang around with that thing ringing. I say, okay, so what do you do when it goes off and only a nut is in your house? The ability to have a response mechanism, a place you can go during an emergency, something that physically divides you from intruders, is an absolute central feature of any effective security program.
Well, this is our preferred material here. This is a material called Armortex, which is a bullet-resistant panel. This thickness here, this is level 3. It'll stop a .357 Magnum 9mm. And we like it because it's relatively lightweight. It's UL approved and works well in our doors. As far as the room itself, preferably you'd like to use a big concrete block or poured concrete. That doesn't lend itself too well to upstairs, to second floor installations. So if that's not available, we like to line the walls again with the Armortex. For entry resistance, we like to use this material, which is a secure mesh, which can only be cut with a carborundum blade or cutting torch. And that means people have to come really prepared if they want to get into this. And then also we have to line it with steel and plywood when available. So a combination of all these really makes a very secure room.
Entry-resistant doors and safe and secure areas within residences go back thousands of years. I mean, the castles and palaces had places that people could go in an emergency. Even pyramids had entry-resistant components to them. And what's going on now in the age of modern technology is that safe rooms can be built that are entry-resistant and that are self-contained. They are not rooms where someone expects to spend hours and hours. They are rooms where someone expects to spend the time that it takes for law enforcement to respond.
All right, well, here we have a typical safe room door installation. And let me step out here, we'll close the door. It's a steel door. Magnetic lock. As soon as all you have to do is just close the door, and it's completely locked. There's nothing to grab or hold on to, no handles, no way to get a crowbar in. The door is a good 2 inches larger than the opening all the way around.
Then there are many different ways to lock entry-resistant doors. Magnetic locks are the ones that I like best because they are non-mechanical and they can't be damaged by an attack on the door. What you don't want to build is a technology trap.
Recessed into a steel channel are the electromagnetic locks. And again, we'll just close the door, you can see how it fits in. And again, if someone does cut the power, there is a 24-hour backup system that'll keep it running.
And it isn't doors that fail. People often have solid core, heavy doors and think that that provides some measure of security. It is locks that fail, not doors. Locks and strikes, the portion of the door frame that a lock goes into. In a proper entry-resistant door, all of that is taken out of the equation because the door itself is larger than the opening. It cannot possibly pass through the opening. It slides inside a pocket that will not move. And when we design safe rooms for clients, they are designed as independent, freestanding areas inside a house. They are not reliant upon the structural integrity of the rest of the house.
Mostly we go in after the house is built, even if it's a new home, because the less people that know that it's there, the better. So we disguise it to look like a regular closet. And during construction, plumbers, painters, electricians, there's several hundred people that are involved in building a house, and the fewer people that know, the better.
What the hell are you doing? We're coming in from below. No, you're not. Even if you got through the concrete, there's 3 inches of steel. You won't even make a dent. We'll see.
There isn't a way into an entry-resistant room. A properly designed entry-resistant door does not, having knowledge about how it functions, will not provide access to the room. The only person who drives access to the room is the person inside the room.
Just give enough time and enough tools, a bulldozer, will pretty much take care of it. But in any practical situation, they're basically entry-proof.
I am often asked to do consulting on movies and television shows, and I just about always say no. I said yes in this case because the script was true to the rules that it set. It set rules that said this entry-resistant door cannot be broken into, and it kept those rules, something Hollywood just about never does. People who see the film will recognize that it is true to technical accuracy and to the nature of how safe room doors work.